What is going on, everybody? Mega here with a new video. Now, just a heads up, I have a pounding headache right now, and I do have a speech impediment, so I may be stuttering while making this video. So that's just a heads up, because I decided that I'm not gonna like edit the audio in this. This isn't scripted. This is just me talking about my experience with Vic, because I have met Vic a couple of times in the past, and so I just wanted to give my quick little opinion on this whole situation. Firstly, Vic is not a monster like how people are saying. I'll give you like a quick little example of this was like the first time I ever met Vic, and this was at Florida SuperCon, which is like Florida's equivalent to San Diego Comic-Con or like New York Comic-Con. It's basically a really big convention that a lot of stars go to. At Florida SuperCon, I got in line probably like maybe an hour or two before Vic's autograph session, and there was already a line to see him. That just shows how much people wanted an autograph from Vic. Later, like when the autograph session was actually starting, Vic noticed how long his line is. He then left his booth and walked over to the line and said to everyone, do not go anywhere. I don't care how long it takes. I will get to every single one of you. And that's exactly what he did. When I was leaving that day, he was still signing autographs, even though it was like probably like an hour or two after his session. That just shows how dedicated he is to his fans. This is another example. This wasn't at an autograph session. This was at I think it was I can't remember the name of the convention. It might have been Florida Anime Experience or Tampa Bay Comic Con. I can't remember like the exact con it was, but this was during one of his panels. He told this like little story of a time that he had that he actually found he had a pet shark, basically. That's right. Yeah, a pet shark, which he kept in like I don't remember like the exact story behind it, but if any of you have ever met Vic before, you probably have an idea of which story I'm talking about. And as he's telling this story, he's crying a little bit. Vic is a very kind and generous person. He is not a monster. Another time, this wasn't something that I experienced. This is something that happened. There were people outside this convention. I think it was like in St. Louis. There were these really religious people who are saying that anybody that goes to this convention should basically die, because it says that says something similar to that in the Bible. And Vic approached them and said that you can't be picketing like that in front of kids like this. Again, is that something a monster would do? I don't think so. One last point I'm gonna bring up about this. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of the people who are behind the Kick Vic thing are dub haters. I know one specific person. I'm not gonna mention him by name, but he is behind the Kick Vic thing because he's a dub hater, and he's using it to attack dubs. I don't think why would you do that? But that's going off track. But another thing is that I'm gonna show you on screen here. I'm gonna go off screen for a little bit, and this is a video that I found last night of Vic and Jamie during a panel. I don't know the exact reasoning behind it, like what happened before this, but as you can see in this video, Vic is playing with a balloon, and he's playing with helium. And during this, as you can see right here, Vic, Jamie, is smiling and like laughing a little bit during all of this, and she even touches his shoulder during all of this. And I think it's funny how she does this if she hates him so much. And this happened in 2010. I think that I'm not too sure like if anything important happens in this little clip right here, but this is a time when Vic, Jamie, and J. Michael Tatum were all in a panel together. I don't see any hatred between them in this pic. So why are they so against them now? It's because they have an agenda. They want Vic's popularity, and they want his positions, which is why they're going through all this. If this was actually brought up recently, Monica Real has already has all of Vic's managing positions at Rooster Teeth, and it hasn't even been that long yet. That spells out an agenda to me. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say on this situation. But this was an unplanned video, so if it might not be as good as like other videos you've seen in the past about this situation, but this is my sense on it, relating to the fact that I have met Vic in the past, and so and I have talked to him before, and my opinion that's why he isn't a monster, because of the stuff that happened. So yeah, this has been Mega, and I will see you again next time.